Wednesday morning, what's up guys? It's probably about 10 o'clock right now. Week is halfway over. Can you believe it? The week's halfway over. The year is over. I'm gonna push these wood chips back towards the fence more. They dumped some more yesterday. Little kitty cat footprints in here. That silly little shit, it just makes me smile. I don't even like cats. As a matter of fact, I hated cats. But silly little shit, right? When you have something that just makes you smile, makes you laugh, makes you giggle, imagine how much better your day is, right? How many people have they told you have 2 months to live, right? And they went and did something completely different from what the medical field told them to do, right? It's called a practice for a reason. Most doctors, I think they believe that they're helping you, but a surgeon is there to sell procedures. A doctor is there to sell procedures. They are there to sell drugs. They give you one drug to fix the thing, and they give you two more so the first drug doesn't kill you. Stop and think about that. Look up a book called Lies Your Doctor Told You. It was on Amazon bestseller for a long time. Scan through that thing. Just read random pages in there and ask yourself if that could possibly be the case. And then once you read that, look up and see who that doctor is that wrote that book and what he has to say. And then if you like it, you can meet him. I can actually introduce you to him. He speaks all around the world. You can go and look him in the eyes and have the conversation with him yourself. If you have happiness in your life over anything, right? What if every time you spoke something ill of somebody or gossiped or said something negative, what if every time you did that, some negative thing was gonna happen in your life? And what if every time you did something nice or spoke something positive to somebody, something positive happened in your life? Would you change the way you did that? Would you alter the path through your day? Just stop and think about that. I'm gonna move these wood chips. I'm gonna use this tractor, which I love using. It's like a video game using that tractor. It is so cool. I'm gonna sit out here in this beautiful weather. We have a huge storm coming in. I'm gonna get this done, hopefully quick, and I'm gonna try and beat the weather over to pick up some more straw because we have some cold coming, real cold coming, and real storms. And I just want to have more straw on hand should we need it to add warmth. We have cold coming like we haven't ever seen before. I have some straw up there. Even if we couldn't get any today, we're okay. But I'm gonna grab some extra right now just in case. Just in case. Tore my arm yesterday. I don't know how bad or what. It sounded like a zipper. I don't know if you can hear the sound on video or not, but it sounded like a Velcro ripping almost. Extreme just weakness right about the joint there, and then it kind of went down to my wrist and kind of got numb and grabbed some things, but I have no strength this way, and it kind of hurt all the way up to the shoulder. It's bearable with Tylenol and aspirin, but unusable, definitely. Yeah, I think it's a scale. Yeah, because there's a scale inside there. Is there? Yeah, big old school metal one. Yeah. What did we just pay for straw?
$150.
$150, 21 bales of straw. And at the end of the day, it's just gonna be straw that gets pooped on. That's literally, you use it for bedding, it gets pooped on, and then you turn it into compost afterwards. Poop and straw. The more poop you add to material, the faster, I guess, it composts. It breaks down. But we just do that. It's just literally just for warmth and to cut mud out for the animals. We've got cold coming, so we're just getting ahead of it. We have straw right now, but we don't know how sustained, and with the weather being different, we're just covering our bases for in case. Plus, we're gonna have somebody in our network who won't be prepared or whatever, and we'll kind of have it covered. A lot of flashing red lights up here. Yeah, we have the whole bridge blocked. They're directing us in, go on into the, get into the parking lot at Anchor in here. Traffic's locked down both directions. They're letting some traffic across coming this way, but it doesn't look like they're going to open it up for our direction at all. So we're going to try to go back up the long way, which will, it's probably 30 minutes, but who knows how long we're going to sit here. At least we're in motion this way. When we started this journey, we were way up that way. And what ended up happening, we couldn't come back over the river, so we had to come way around this way. And it took us to, we went into Loretta Lynn's basically. We will have gone in a giant circle. Like I said, it was about 45 minutes. We have a load of hay, a load of straw in the back. Just started raining about 10 minutes ago. Not bad. We're moving fast enough that this straw will probably be pretty dry, but we're supposed to have huge thunderstorms on the way. So what are we, 15, 20 minutes at least, 30 minutes probably. Once you hit our exit, you're still another 30 minutes. Is it time for lunch already? Are we that close? We got a time still. Man, those chickens look good. Pork. Pork. Well, I'm just fucking wrong on every one of them. I'll just ask questions from now on. Is that how you do the gravy all the time? It seems like there's usually a big pan of gravy.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking the curry.
Yeah. That's like
nice.
This much.
Man, I'm hungry too. Are you turning those all face down one by hand?
Yep. So the bottom side's got a little bit of a crisp, the top side gets a little bit of a char.
And then you throw bacon on them?
Yeah, this time I'm using, it's in that middle pan right there. A batch of those going.
Right. Oh, look at that. Fizzle, fizzle.
So moved it over. Is that where you want it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's perfect.
I just want to make sure before we made all these.
Yeah, it's not where I want it. It's where it needs to be.
Well, where it needs to be.
It's where you want it. Yeah, that's beautiful. Schnitzel. Fried pork. Some noodles with some mushroom gravy. Roasted, what are those? Brussels sprouts. And a cucumber onion salad. Duck, duck. Not you. Not you. I'll give you some pets though. Come here. I have not looked at the nest. The other day there was 7, and then yesterday there was only 6, and there should have been 8 or 9 by then. So something's eating these. My suspicion is it's probably mice. 2, 4, 6, there's 7 now, so 1 more than yesterday. There's a hole right here, and that's what the mice do. They have holes and little tunnels that they travel around in. I've been going through and kind of letting the chickens eat up the mice, try to reduce that population some. The raccoon or a fox, the dogs kill all that stuff. We don't ever see any predation problems in here, so my suspicion is mice. He hasn't been in here 30 seconds, and that duck has already jumped on him. Like reptiles, birds will actually store sperm. There's a lot of record. I read one recently, even as recent as last year, snakes, female snakes in captivity, who have not been exposed to any other animals, so no males or females, having clutches of eggs, and they went ahead and incubated them and successfully hatched. Female reptiles can store sperm in their body for years, viable. Same thing with birds. Do I need to mate her, let her get mated every day for these eggs to be fertile? My suspicion is no. Will it up the fertility rate of those eggs? Maybe. I'm sure one of you guys know. She used to come in and gobble food up all the time right away, and now she's not. Everybody's kind of off feed right now. There's usually no food on the ground. Usually I put 2 scoops of each out and they eat it up in a minute. I put this food out here probably 15 minutes ago, 1 scoop of each. Nobody's interested in eating. They're going off feed. Her interest, when I let her in, she used to come over last week, she'd come over and eat a lot. Now her interest is to mate right away, and then she kind of comes over and eats. But as I walked over, she just took off. I'm not even sure how she's getting out. My suspicion is she's flying over the fence, because I've never seen her do it. I've also never seen her get out through a hole. And being that none of the others are following her, my suspicion is that it's just flying. See, she's doing the head bob thing there, which is her signal that she will mate again. Tree service is dumping more chips. Man, they just gave me a huge wood pile. All that stuff I just moved, they just put another one right in its place. There's another one's mating over here. Now I don't know where those eggs are going. My suspicion is that the chickens are eating those eggs. Maybe that's what's up. Maybe the ducks are all producing eggs, so the chickens are eating all the eggs, and that's why nobody's really on feed right now. See the greenhead ducking his head up and down, and you see her replying with her head duck, and now that greenhead's kind of following her around, as well as the white one there. Ducks will come over here and eat, and that kind of makes it okay for her too. When she came over a second ago, that guinea was here, and it kind of, I think that's what set her off. Now she's shoveling food in. They'll fill that crop in the neck full of feed, and then they'll go over and get in the water and kind of swash it around and get all the dirt and debris out and soften that food up. See that pretty greenhead there? That's the male. The brown one that's not pretty, that's the female. And when we got these ducks, they were all little pretty, you know, little yellow Easter ducks, right? You didn't know what you were gonna get. The week before last, we had ice all over the ground. Things were frozen, water was frozen. It warmed up around Christmas. And as you see in this bowl, there is mosquito larvae, and brown recluses are back out. So we're supposed to have real cold, like more cold than the last few years this weekend. While it's nice in t-shirt weather out here, just getting stuff done that'll be more difficult to do next week, just staging things, getting them ready. We're gonna add more straw. We're gonna redo some of these chicken coops and just put more hay bales in, straw bales, and then heavy mulch. They'll be in their pins more, the coops. So the feces load will be heavier. So having the deep mulch will be easier to scoop that out. It won't get caked in as much. And then we'll just pick the whole cage up, move it forward, and we'll take that layer of feces, poop, and straw and feed that they spill, and we'll put it into compost rows. Let them break down for a good year. We don't have to use it right away because we have so much from the last couple of years. So the stuff we deal with this year, this coming year, we won't use it for a couple of years. It'll be nice and nice broke down. It's a little bit raining, not as much as it was 10 minutes ago. Still have not addressed this.
Not that far of a walk anyways.
Man, that pole really kills this stack. Right beside it, buddy. There you go. Run them 3-4 high, all in the same direction. They'll tilt over. More metal. Okay, now flip that bale so it's the opposite direction. There you go. Even coming down the interstate in the rain, like they're not even wet to the touch. Momentum. When you move your hips, that thing it'll swing. Grab a broom or a rake, Cody, and try to get most of that shit, just dump it here on the ground. If you pull the tailgate, then it won't get all stuck in there. You good from here?